Hello everybody, this is Simon with the 9th episode of Let's Play Mega Man 5. We're done with the Big 8, so following tradition we're going to enter a gauntlet of levels in the fortress of their horrendously smug master. Wonder if Mega can refrain from punching Proto Man's face long enough to ask his brother what the fuck got into him. I'm not even going to question the fact anymore of a giant fuck-off castle being built somewhere and nobody apparently noticing. Much less in the shape of the owner's helmet. Vanity much? Oh god damn it, that's a lot of pink. Okay, screw this, we're getting out of here. We can't? Oh well. Then let's at least introduce a little bit of brown in the mixture. Best weapon. Come on. Yeah, and I actually hit something with it. It's not too hard, though I'm exaggerating, but why don't we try a little more camouflaged approach? Yeah, like that, especially against tigers. However, this is not perfect yet. This is, and fits really well with the stage palette. Yeah, Gravity Hold is a really good weapon. It just sends enemies flying without any hassle, especially those that come in droves, usually, like here. And can get really annoying really fast. It's quite fun to use, though the nature of it means that you will never get any drops, too bad. Also, I haven't found a good way to deal with this guy except with a Charge Buster shot, sadly enough. Back to Gravity Hold. It usually deals only 1 point of damage to the enemies, but that more than suffices against most of them. What should have, however, killed this tiger, even though they are resistant to it, were 3 napalm bombs. It's a strange kind of bug I've encountered a few times, even on video. Might want to look for it if you care. And sending those guys off into the ceiling is always a riot. Another one of those mandatory use your utility item sections, which I've never quite understood. Whatever. I mean, after all, we should be experienced enough with the call by now, and this is like a tutorial for something that you're not ever going to need, except for situations like that, where it is required. So it's a tutorial for itself. Great. Continuing on. Power Stone. It's actually quite decent in this upcoming section. The big number of enemies on screen means that you're likely going to hit something even by accident, like now. It's still a pretty crappy weapon, and I mean, I could do this controlled with gyro attack or all at once with Gravity Hold. The good thing is though that, yeah, Power Stone has almost infinite ammunition, so that's that. And it's not like you're ever going to use it for anything else. It doesn't matter if you're wasteful here or anything. If you want to hit something though, well. Rush section back there, by the way, it's in your best interest to start out a little early with the rush jet, because otherwise you'll hit the wall and die a painful death, or have the super arrow up again. It's kind of stupid. Now we're off to a section which is just basically a little middle stretch in the level, with a big roadblock. This guy here. Why is he such a big roadblock and why am I skipping him? Well, I'll not switch to a little Buster only run which I recorded for fun. First of all, him cornering you is a big issue. Second of all, the hitbox of him is, as I said, atrocious. Third of all, respawn. Fuck this guy. Yeah. Really, really fuck this guy. I very much recommend you just flying over him. I mean, it's a very legitimate use for super, and god fucking damn it, block passes again, are you kidding me? This stage ticks off everything that just has, in air quotes, to be in a Mega Man game. At least they're not being too obnoxious about it, and this just follows the same general setup as Mega Man 4's block puzzle room did, the Soul one, as it is here. It's just one easy one, where you can just jump, and one where you have to watch out for what you're doing. This room here is the last before the boss shutters, and it introduces this one enemy which we'll never see again. Those guys are actually really resistant to many things. They take 4 shots of the Buster to kill. It's not easy to hit them because they're circling you. However, there is not anything they can do, and they are for some inexplicable reason absurdly weak to Water Wave, which kills them in 1 hit. So, yeah, I don't see what the deal with those guys is. Maybe just a distraction? They can hit you if you jump at the wrong moment, but So the boss of this level, this little robot dude here, is nothing too threatening looking. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve though. His weakness is Water Wave, but dodging him in the later part when he gets faster, which is his only gimmick, you've seen all what he does, he runs at you and then shoots at fixed intervals, is kind of a hassle. So I'm just going to cheese it with charge kicks and invincibility. I love doing that to this guy. However, this was kind of cheap, so I'm going to do him legitimately with the Buster now. It also allows me to show a bit of strategy to this guy, and why Mega Man 5's engine comes to bite us in the ass quite handily here. First of all, it's not too big of a deal, but when he gets faster, yeah, like that, you will have to slide away and jump out of the slide, which is a good way to learn how to deal with this, but whenever he hits you will obviously lose the charge, and the charge doesn't get charged up when you're sliding, which is a big issue in a fight which demands sliding all the time. So this leads to panicking, and it can really hurt you in this fight. But that's done with. It took me quite a while to record this stage, I can tell you. It's full of tricks and little sections that can trip you up. It's definitely a big step up in difficulty from the rest of the game, except maybe for Crystal Man's level, which I consider the hardest by far. So we're up to the second one. What will it hold for us? We'll see next time. For now, thank you very much for your attention. Oh yeah, and this is what happens when you get fed up by the opening stretch of the level too much. Bye bye.